Hello, my name is Janelle Jacobs, and I would like to welcome you to my channel, CIMA Case Study Ready. I decided to create this channel because I realize every year there are candidates that are preparing for their case studies. For many of them, it might be their first case study exam, it can be very daunting. And I would like to actually put a resource out there that will enable candidates to calmly prepare for their case study exam, whether it be operational level, management level, or strategic level, whether you need assistance on maybe a tricky topic, whether you need some advice on how to calm your nerves and how to actually think with a clear head ahead of the case study exam. I would love to use this platform also to do some case study analysis, assist you in that regard. What the channel won't do is give you answers because if you have set a case study exam before, you will know that there isn't really a right and a wrong answer, but you need to be able to sit your exam and attempt answering whatever task you have in front of you with the proper level of authority and conviction in your answer. Um, and ultimately, I believe that's what will get you through. So, welcome to my channel. I look forward to this new journey. The pre-scene material will be released from as early as the 19th of September for the operational level case study, a week later than for management level, and I believe on the 3rd of October this year for the strategic level case study. So I'm very excited to get my hands on that material, to also digest it, and to assist you in actually preparing and hopefully passing first time your case study exams. A little bit about me. I studied management accounting, so I did my BCom degree in management accounting. That was what more than 10 years ago, actually. I had a whole gap in terms of studies or formal studies. I did some training in between. I acquired work experience in the meantime, and then in 2022, I actually decided, I want to actually complete my CIMA qualification. I've got all this work experience over 10 years. I've got my degree, and I've done some formal, some informal training and studies in the meantime, but let me complete my formal qualification. And at the same time, the FLP program was introduced in my country in South Africa, and I hopped onto it because I found that this would be the best vehicle basically to enable me to complete my qualification. Being a working mother, you are busy. You do have time perhaps that you can save to study, but instead of having to attend specific classes or having to prepare for an objective test on specific dates, and then it being so many of them, I found this vehicle, the FLP program, to be very excellent for me at the time that I actually decided to formally, complete my qualification. So I then prepared and I sat my management level case study in, I believe, the May. I passed it first time, and I sat my strategic level case study in the November and also passed first time. So throughout that journey, I learned obviously a few things, gained skills, and even while I was busy on that journey, I realized, what, I would love to actually help other candidates who are preparing to sit the case study exams, who might be wondering about how do you prepare for the case study, how do you approach revision. Do you go back to all the material? How do you filter what you need to go back to, because the syllabus is quite big ultimately if you look at all three pillars combined. So There's a lot of questions, I believe, that candidates might have, a lot of apprehensions. You might have your own shortcomings, for example, in terms of, how do you write? How will you be able to write paragraphs and narrative that the markers will find useful? And how do you actually go about them preparing for your case study and passing it? So I hope that this will be an amazing resource for you. I look forward to spending some time with you. This is just the launch of the channel, and I look forward to spending a lot more time with you and putting content out there for you. All the best with your studies up to now. If you have not completed all your competencies, if you are on the FLP program, I would encourage you to complete them as soon as possible. I would actually advise you to be done with your competencies by the time that the pre-seen material is released, so that you don't still have the competencies to finish off when you can actually be spending all the time digesting the pre-released information and using that as a guide to actually go back and revise sections that you might feel insecure about. And if you have already passed your objective tests, then I want to congratulate you. Don't ever forget that you've come this far, and now the last hurdle on your specific level awaits. And I've got faith in you. I hope that you'll be able to tie all the loose ends together and be ready for your case study exam. All right, see you next time.